So this is my video on the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. So in the first game, you've got I think his name's Mike. You got Mike Schmidt, and I'm just trying to remember what the game is about. So you got Mike Schmidt, and he's in the office, and there's the four of them, and the kitchen's blind for some reason. You can't look at the kitchen, but it's like 2000, it's 1990, it's 2000, it's 2001, and you're trying to not like get killed by him, and then you survive the night. And then Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which you think is a sequel, but it's actually a prequel, because they're all animatronic, and you actually play as a pedophile, and that's why some of the futuristic toy animatronics are mad at you. So you're trying not to get killed by them, when all of a sudden the old ones come back, and the old ones are from not the first game, but from the first Freddy Fazbear's Emporium, and Golden Freddy's there or something, or not Fredbear. They're not the same thing though. There's also like a blackface animatronic that just stares at you with these evil eyes. I hate it. But you survive the night. I think you play as Freddy, Fritz. You play as Fritz. So you play as Fritz. And then in the third one is actually in the future, where everything's green, kind of like how Black Ops 2 is orange, except it's green because everybody is so sick from pollution that they puked on everything. And that's why you actually have just one animatronic. Its name is Puke Rabbit. You gotta try to like survive its noxious gases throughout the night, except when you survive its noxious gases by not inhaling, or by inhaling too much, then you see the other animatronics from the previous games, and you also see the marionette from 2, which is actually the 5th child, I think. So you survive that, and there's a good ending and a bad ending, and we don't know which one's canon, so it's always a tough one to figure out. But I'm sure if you think about it long and hard, you'll know what's canon, and it's all, and you know which one's good, because if it all ends up the same, but sometimes they light up and sometimes they don't, and that's how you know. And in the 4th one, you play as a little kid who got his head bitten by not Foxy. You think it's Foxy because he has the sharp teeth, but it's actually Freddo, and Fredder bites your head in, and you're like, oh shit, that hurts. And then you're in the hospital, but you're actually hallucinating, and you're in your bedroom, and then you like see these big scary versions of the animatronics because you're a scared little bitch. It's actually just a hallucination. You're actually in a coma and you're dying, so you're dead. You're dead, I think. So what's after that? The sister location. Sister location is where the game takes a new twist, and it's linear, and you're everything's blue now. So it's kind of like, I don't know anything blue, but you're the only thing I'm looking at that's blue is my Audacity peaks. In sister location, everything's blue, and there's like a whole new cast of wacky characters for you to know. There's Baby, there's Long Legs, there's Short Stuff, and there's Scary. And all of these together are like a ragtag band, a group of kids who want to stab you multiple times in the chest. And at some point there's something with butter, but I'm not exactly sure what that got to do. But at the end of the game, it turns out there's actually a skeleton inside of you. There's actually a skeleton inside of you, and you didn't know. So that's like the big twist of the series, and when things start taking like a massive turn for the worse, and you're like, oh god, we're in it for the long ride, aren't we? And then you start thinking, are there skeletons inside of me? Have there been skeletons inside of every character in the game so far? But Scott doesn't answer that question because it's a mystery. And then you get a FNaF world at some point. I'm not sure when. This is like the spin-off. This is like the edgy DC spin-off, except it's the exact opposite of edgy. And then and then there's an edgy ending patched in where Scott puts his OC in the game. And yeah. Also, there's a chest. Yeah, there's a chest at some point, and you nobody knows what's in it. I know what's in it, but I can't tell anyone. So just message me on Twitter and I'll tell you. And then after FNaF World, it's Pizzeria Simulator. And this game, it's like The Sims, and you control each of the FNaF at Fred World's characters instead of like like speaking gibberish and like making drinks and peeing yourself. You just kill kids, which I guess you could also do in The Sims if you want. In this case, you just kill a bunch of kids and get sued. And this is actually the first game ever in the chronological storyline, because in fact you are Fredbear. But that's not a twist, that's just my headcanon. And then also it's kind of gray. I don't actually remember anything about this game. I don't is it real? It's a real game, okay. And there's Sister Location, which is when the pedophile you played as in the second game went to hell, because oh yeah, there was a fire in the last game, by the way. It was not that important though, but it kind of killed some people. It killed everyone, actually. It killed everyone. And then after that is when you play as the pedophile who died in the fire, and I think is trapped in the puke rabbit. You're trapped in there, and you're trapped in hell. And then it's actually your nightmare, and then you go and then that's the end of the series. That's 5 Nights at Freddy's, everybody. This is 8 minutes long. I know less of the series as it goes on, because I used to be really into it, and then I just stopped caring. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording now.